Gingrich has declared that he's running for president today, which gets you the biggest, of course, of all time. Everybody knew he was running, but they like to do these things, gimmicks, where they declare day after day, I'm exploring this, and now I'm finally in, and I'm coming, and all that. Tell Raina Gonzalez. Nobody's telling a damn soul, man. You're Newt Gingrich. Okay, so everybody's giving him a lot of credit because they're like, oh my God, he raised $32 million. Did you know that? Between 2009 and 2010, he had these groups. He's got $32 million. I know, especially in Republican politics, money matters a lot. I get that, right? And he's going to run the misleading ads and try to get people to vote for him. And he's got this huge contact and voter list. It's 1.7 million people. Again, very impressive. Here's his problem. There was a poll that said 42% of Americans would never vote for Newt Gingrich. Never. You know why? He's deeply unlikable, okay? I mean, not only did he do all those shenanigans in the 1990s, he shut the government down, he was incredibly unpopular back then, but then you got his personal life where he had at least 2 mistresses, he got 3 wives. He said he shook the mistress because he loved his country so much and he was working too hard. The world's worst excuse for an affair. He left one of his wives in a hospital where she had cancer. This guy's going to be president? This guy's going to get voters in the Republican primary, let alone the general election? He ain't going to get no votes. He can have the $32 billion. He still wouldn't win. People don't like him. By the way, how did he raise some of that money and what has he done with it? That's the interesting part of the story. So, he's playing along and he's been doing this shtick for a long time. He sets up these nonprofits and for-profits and he gets paid for speaking and books and he's done movies. Ugh. Who wants to see a Newt Gingrich movie, right? So he's got this whole thing going. But in 2008, he hit the jackpot. He was giving a speech, and in that speech, he said, drill here, drill now, pay less. He came up with that little slogan, which then got morphed over the summer, you remember in 2008, into drill, baby, drill. And that wound up being very popular. Now, it got him some actual people to sign up to his list, etc. But much more importantly, it got him a ton of money. You want to guess who gave him that money? You're going to be shocked to find out it was the energy companies. Ha! Funny how that works. So all of a sudden, Newt's group winds up with $28.7 million. Just because he said, hey, let's drill and give the oil companies more money. Hey, the oil companies like that. So that is among the different ways that he raises money, and that's who he's backed by, and that's why people are talking about him. If he wasn't backed by millions upon millions of dollars from oil companies and other rich people who are looking to rob us at some point if Newt Gingrich became president, well, then nobody would be talking about Newt Gingrich, right? So, and now, how much did he raise overall? Well, he eventually got to the point where he had $50 million in what he calls Gingrich's American Solutions. Now, part of all of this is that he's supposed to give away the money. Some of it is charitable. Not all of it. Some of it is for-profit. But, he's trying to do right by America. America needs him. He said today, he cited Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln and Ronald Reagan as his predecessors, as the people that are like him. He said, now, normally, if we had a normal situation in the country, you might not want to elect a candidate like me. But in dire circumstances like this, the country needs me, like they needed Jefferson and Lincoln. This guy's unbearable. So, okay, but let's be fair. He must have given some of that money away to charity for the causes that he cares about. It doesn't have to be good causes. It could be conservative causes we disagree with. As long as he's doing the right thing and giving the money to the people he said he was going to give it to. Gingrich's foundations, according to their tax records in 2009, gave away $135,000. That's it. He's got $50 million. Gave away $135,000. His largest donation was $30,000. What a joke. Okay, so where did the money go? Well, there's a lot of things you got to do when you run an organization. You know how much they spent in salaries? $4 million. Somebody got rich. Okay. Here, charity? $135,000. Salaries to all the people I know and are on my team? $4 million. Okay. And how about travel? Well, get a load of how much he spent on travel between 2009 and 2010. $3.6 million. I'm not sure I could spend $3.6 million if you said, here, you got 2 years to go travel all around the world and spend this money. I'm not sure I could do it. $3.6 million. Now, to give you a sense of perspective, right? Mitt Romney also traveling all across the country because he's going to run. He's also a Republican, okay? You know how much he spent with the same amount of travel? $273 and $110. So $3.6 million, $270,000. Okay? Because Newt's living it up. He's high on the hog. He loves this. He's like, give me the money, man. Drill, baby, drill. Yeah. It's awesome.